Hi, I'm Dr. Liz. Would you please take a seat? So, how are you feeling today? A bit nervous? Do you often feel nervous when you go to the doctor's office? Okay. It's really understandable. I'm afraid people don't come here because they're perfectly well and fine, sadly. But on the flip side, we are here to help all the same. So, would you like to just tell me exactly what it is that's bothering you? Struggling to sleep? Get night terrors? Okay. It's quite awful. Often people can be quick to dismiss things like that because of how common they sometimes are. But really, they can be quite damaging to your physical and mental health over time. And it can be quite exhausting, really. So we definitely want to sort that. Normally, my methods are that I don't like to prescribe straight away. I'd rather use more natural ways to try and help. Is there anything I should know before we begin the basic checkup? Okay, get a bit nervous when people get close. Not to worry. So I'll be very gentle and just let me know if it's too much, okay? I promise you it's only a basic health check. Just want to make sure that you're physically alright. Okay. So I'm just going to check your heart as it's one of the most important organs in the body. So this might be a bit cold, but be very gentle, okay? Okay. Doing really well. Okay. It's excellent. Well done. Okay. So there's no irregularities there, so there's nothing to worry about. You seem to be very healthy in that regard. Your heart rate is slightly elevated, but I put that down to you being nervous about being here. Okay. I'm just going to check your lungs now, alright? So I'm just going to go back in same sort of area. Again, it might be a bit cold, okay? Right. So I just want you to take a deep breath through your nose, then count to 3, and then breathe out your mouth, okay? So breathe in for me. 1, 2, 3, and out. Okay, I'm just going to do the other side. Just like you to do exactly the same thing for me, okay? So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. Okay, wonderful. That's excellent. So everything seems to be quite alright there. But I do just want to make sure that your eyes are okay, because I do see you darting around, and that might be due to anxiety, but also it might be because of light exposure. If you're not getting a lot of sleep, you'll be very sensitive to bright light. But I just want to check it's nothing more, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shine this torch into your eyes, if that's okay. It's going to be quite bright, but I don't want you to look directly at it ever. So what I'd like is for you to stay looking at me. Okay, just let me know if it gets too much and you'd like to stop at any time. Okay, I'm just going to move it in now. Keep staring at me. me. Okay, wonderful. Right. Now I'm going to check the other side, okay? So again, keep looking at me. Great. Now what I want you to do is actually focus on the back wall and then look at me. So just focus on the sign behind me. And then look towards me. Okay. Pupil dilation's quite erratic. Back wall and then back at me. Okay. Was that okay? Great. So you do have some flickering there, but again, I think it's due to light exposure, which means that you are lacking in a lot of sleep. Do you get headaches a lot? You don't smoke, do you drink? Not often. Okay, that's good. So often when we have not much sleep, you might experience slight hallucinations and dizziness. Also, it can lead to migraines, which can sadly linger for quite a while, so I want to avoid those. Okay. Now then, I'm just going to ask you a few questions just to get some background on your lifestyle and things like that. So would you say you're very fit and healthy, active-wise? Do you play any sports? It might be a good idea to try maybe a walk a day or something, just to get out in the fresh air will help. Even if it's a bit cold, just wrap up warm. You see, that will stimulate your muscle growth, which is very healthy, but also it might inspire you to be more tired, and if your body is tired, then it prompts your brain to understand that you need a good night's rest. Yes, even if you feel like you need to nap in the day, don't feel like, oh, it's the daytime and you shouldn't be sleeping. Because if you are really struggling to sleep, as you are, then you need to take sleep whenever you can get it. Sometimes in my lunch break, I will have a quick nap. It's just really important that you do try and get some sleep where you can, so don't feel guilty about when that might be. It can be healthy to try and do more in the day as well, so that you're getting the right sleep pattern. But as I said, for now, just focus on sleeping when you can. Does watching a film help at all? Yes. What kind of films do you like? Yeah, something light. I used to watch cartoons and things just because it was easy. Often I find that if there's quite a lot involved in a film, I find myself staying awake to try and watch it and finish it. So maybe it is best that you choose something simple. Maybe even like a cartoon or something. I have quite a lot of friends that will watch anime or things like that. Do you like anime? Yes, it can be really comforting. So, do you have many friends? Do they struggle with sleep as well? Yes. Maybe it might be worth just chatting to them as well. I know some people, like I say, dismiss it and just think that it's normal to not get sleep, but it's really important. As long as you've got one or two friends that support you and what you do in your life. Because often, if you are relatively happy in your life, that can be quite good for sleep as well. I have friends that get stressed in their work, or maybe people in their lives will make them stressed and sad, and so they stop sleeping. Is there anything like that in your life? Everyone's pretty nice and supportive. Okay. I normally do say that if there's someone in your life that isn't very good to you or that causes you anxiety, it's probably best just to avoid them. It may sound quite harsh, but if it's stopping you sleeping, then it's not doing you any good. You shouldn't feel guilty about it either. Even in the workplace. I know it again probably seems like unusual advice, but if there is a job stressing you out, it might do some good to reconsider working somewhere else or just taking a little break if you can. Don't tire yourself out too much with stressful things. Just do simple things. One of the things that helps me is actually to light candles. Yeah, the warmth of their glow really helps me. Even in summer, sometimes I'll light candles. Is your room very well lit? Even things like having a cool toned light can be really bad for sleep. If you do prefer having a light on, perhaps a warmer light might help. And also get one that's maybe dimmable. Everything nowadays is LEDs, but actually it's really bad for you if you're trying to sleep. You know, children often have night lights, and it's because anything brighter can really damage your eyes, and it's not good for sleep. Are you taking anything at the moment, such as painkillers or anything like that? No medication, really, that's good. Okay. Sometimes the wrong prescription can stop you from sleeping, but if you're not really taking anything, then that's fine. I do just like to check. Sometimes patients can be on something for years and they never think to question if it's that, so I do like to ask just in case, because sometimes medication needs changing. We are changing all the time, so the medication probably shouldn't always stay the same if it's causing more harm than good. Okay. Do you have any worries? I know it's a very broad question. Anything that comes to mind straight away, rather. Well, sadly in life there are ups and downs quite a lot. And it's just how you deal with the downs, really. Some people can take things on their shoulders that maybe they shouldn't. You're quite empathetic. Are you worried about family? Someone in your family not well? That can be quite sad. And again, just another stress that you automatically take on. It's really important to take time out for yourself as well. Despite people's best efforts and good intentions, people can actually be quite draining sometimes. Even just texting people on the phone can be quite draining. Sometimes it's nice just to sit in the quiet and do something simple. I know even things like doing a crossword or reading a newspaper can help, and it's quite old school. It's good just to be simple in life sometimes and not get too overwhelmed by the modern world. What time do you usually turn your phone off at night? You normally fall asleep with it on. Okay. So on your phone you can actually turn it to a different light to discourage damaging your eyes and things. Oh, you know about that? Okay, that's good. It's just things like that really that can help. Well, maybe you'd like to come back and we can have more chats and we'll see how you get on, but for now I think best thing that you can probably do is just cut anything out of your life that's stressful and try and go for a walk every day. If things get bad and it doesn't seem to help, then we can talk about medication then, but it will not be easy and there is no quick fix, I'm afraid. But just being kinder to yourself really helps, and also keep hydrated and drink lots of water. I know it's cliche to say that, but it really does help. If you're physically healthy, then your brain will hopefully be encouraged by that, and hopefully you should be able to sleep a little better at least. And again, don't feel bad about when you choose to sleep. If you'd like to sleep in the day, please do so whenever you can. Okay. Well, I'd like to see you soon just to check your progress. So my receptionist will give you a date and you can talk about times and things that's suitable for you. Okay. See you next time. Take care.